Biscuits and tea.
I saw Ribery play like 3 or 4 days ago. I think he's the best player in the world right now.
He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
Biscuits and tea.
34. Period. 99.
90 freaking 9. 90 freaking 9, guys. It's been a minute.
Tell him why the flags. Tell him why the B team flag is being held at half mast.
Well, I know there might be some kids listening in, and just want to keep things clean and PC for the FDA. But it's been a fucking terrible time. It's been a motherfucking week. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that much.
We keep things PC.
And I mean, Jesus motherfucking Christ, this thing fucking hurt, guys. I got a kidney stone last week, and this is my first day back in humanity. So glad to be back.
Has it been a week?
No, it has been a week. Last Friday was when I got it. So it feels like it's been a week, but it's been 4 days, 5 days. But
wow.
Yeah, definitely do not encourage it.
Could we get that stat that you pulled up comparing kidney stones to childbirth?
Yeah.
Could we get the pain scale?
Yeah, no worries. Let me pull that up real quick. Basically, there's a lot of scientists and doctors of the likes out there supporting the case that kidney stones are just as painful as pregnancy, and pregnant women were part of that study. So people who've given babies to the world actually supported that. So that is the statistic there for you.
How do you even compare that, though? Because I would assume, can girls even
Well,
get kidney stones, or are they even
I would
issues?
imagine it's, you're comparing a baby leaving, their vagina, Tyler. I'm not sure if you know much.
Do we need to run through this? Crash course?
But then you got a rock going through a urinary tract. And I think when you scale it, I think the squeezing of a rock through the urinary tract and a baby through a vagina, very similar sensation. So
there you go, Tyler. What, do you have any questions? You look confused. I don't understand.
I never hear about girls getting kidney stones.
My mom had one. My grandma didn't have it, but it's more common for guys. Guys
Are they
more
just
prone.
as painful for girls, or are they more painful?
Yeah,
for guys?
same pain for both.
Oh, it's the same.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then that answers my question. I was
there's no
wondering if it was
difference.
different for guys.
No, it's across the board. Just pretty much one of the more painful things you can go through. There's nothing really you can do to stop it, but it's hereditary or something with your diet that, like, supposedly some people can't eat spinach. I don't know. There's something in spinach that causes people to have buildups.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's not fun, man. It's not a good time. I'm glad that it's over with. I hope I don't have another one. I told Will I'm taking magnesium now. It's supposed to help you not get them again. But my dad's had 3 in his life. My mom's had 2. So
I see.
We will see.
Isn't that weird that we have foods that this is going to come back to one of those other things. They're going to find out all the things that we have now. Did people in ancient times get kidney stones?
I don't know. Like,
how many modern diseases, not a disease, but like how many modern issues do we have now that, like, people back then are like, why do you have that?
Well, probably because they died from a scratch when they were 6.
That's also not entirely true. We have this view of old, like, ancient societies that, like, if they didn't get water for like a day, they were just like done. Like, we treat them like such bitches. Like, they're like, oh,
they get a splinter in their finger, they amputate it, it gets infected, and it spreads to the rest, and they're dead in a week after the splinter. They're just gone.
But they were tougher than us too at the same time, right? They were definitely tougher because they definitely, I mean, I don't know what we have to pick and choose. Like, saying 500 years is not the same as saying 2,000 years,
I don't there's just no reason kidney stones should still be a thing. There's just no reason. If we can figure out a vaccine for COVID in like 4 months, turn this thing around and get it around to the world and get this all sorted out that fast, then I think we should be able to figure out kidney stones. There's no reason.
The problem is, therefore, is you'd have to go to, what's our guy's name? Fauci?
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci or something? You need to go to him.
Fauci, come on.
You got to go to him with a list of people that have died from kidney stones, which I don't know, versus the COVID one, and you got to make a case for which one he should be trying to solve
Hey,
first.
it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Down below, there's going to be a link for a GoFundMe page. I'm going to be starting a December Kidney Awareness Month. And every month in the month of December, we will bring you information about kidneys, how to improve your kidney health, and how to stop kidney stones. And I hope that you guys will come in and join me in helping in this eradication.
We do have a nutrition video coming up that we need to get. That's going to be very good now with your firsthand experience.
Jesus.
Oh, dear God.
Speaking of amputation, Tyler. Yeah, I had to ask Tyler because I wanted to show you this. Amputation. When you said that, I was thinking about Alex Smith's leg. And we need to show Will what Alex Smith's leg looked like after his surgery. And then now he's winning games for the football team.
You ever see one of those people with like elephantitis? Will?
Remind me. Yeah, it's something grows really big. Yeah.
His leg looked like that got infected, and then just
I'll find it.
It doesn't even look like a solid object.
Oh no! Where is this, and what's this coming from? What happened? And Alex Smith, that's not the quarterback that was with the Chiefs?
Yeah. So he got traded to the football team. Yeah, he's really, really good dude.
Yeah, I like him.
Got traded for a cornerback, and then his first season with Washington football team, he got his leg like destroyed, and it nearly had to be amputated. It was so bad, but he's now back with the football team and winning against undefeated teams. Yeah, he's back with the team, dude. It's crazy. Like he should not. Like they almost had to amputate his leg.
Holy shit!
Surgery. Let's see. Images. I do not want to see this right now, but you got to see this. It is absolutely.
So we're gonna have to put a disclaimer right here, or we're gonna flash this on screen for like 2 seconds. Is it that bad? Or are we not even gonna show it?
It's in a brace. It's pretty bad. Let me just send it in the Google Hangout here first.
Yeah. He had like metal rods through his legs.
They put it on TV.
Like 6 months or 7 months.
Oh, they put it on TV.
Yeah, they put it on TV last night, or whatever night they were playing. They put it on. My days are so fucked up.
Yeah. Redirecting you. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks
his
like
leg was
what?
In pieces, bro. In pieces.
No, how did they fix that? This is almost it looks so bad that this picture that I'm looking at looks like one of those X-Men movies, like before Wolverine or somebody gets the surgery.
It's so bad, dude. It is so bad. I have no idea. Like, you see, there's this picture of him when he's coming off the field. I'll send it to you. And it's like, he looks so chill. Like, wait. I want to ask. Like, do they give you, like, pain meds and stuff, like, on the field? Like, when you incur something like that?
Yeah, they have doctors. They just throw them out.
Yeah. You just disappeared on the Google Hangouts, by the way, Tyler.
Yeah, no,
but yes. Yeah.
They just
for sure.
You, like, then and there? Like, they just have, like, no one sees it? Like, I've never, like, seen, like, oh, well, they're giving him the local anesthetic, like, on the...
while he's still playing? Like, while he's still playing? Like, did they just, like...
Like, so when Alex Smith got his leg shattered on the field, did they come out and say, like, okay, yeah, that guy's leg is snapped in 14 pieces. Let's go ahead and give him a little shot in the ass with, like, morphine. Or, like, hey, buddy, here, swallow this real quick. Or is it like, hey, let's get him on the thing, take him back to the locker room, then we start?
For sure. But there's going to be all sorts, because if they know he's not coming back into the game, then all they're going to do is try and make him comfortable until they can get him to the hospital and yada, yada, yada.
If they want people back in the game, they just throw painkillers at them anyways. There's guys who say there's a I forget what running back. He was with the Broncos. He doesn't even remember some of the games he played like a
Jeez.
season not too long ago because he said he was so high on painkillers.
Ugh.
I don't know how you could
Who was
perform.
that?
I don't know
I
how you
said
could
to-
perform, dude.
I think instincts. Probably just he's a running back. You get the ball, you see a hole, you just
I mean, Will, you talked about guys that you played with taking stuff, and
Tyler's seen some of it too. I mean, but yeah, definitely more when you play in the Eastern Bloc. Are they more free with the pain type things? I've seen guys take really crazy stuff. I don't know what it is, chemically, and like, when they ask, they're just like, yeah, just where'd it come from? Russia. That's all.
what about
they
like
say.
indoor? Like indoor is a big
Oh,
place for using stuff to get you through. Yeah.
that's a really good question. I mean, yeah, since I haven't played enough, I don't know, but I know those guys. Oh, also the sniff thing before games. That's not like a big
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but the thing for faints,
It's
like a
huge
line of
for-
guys going, ah, just indoors. Indoors, the type of sport where you need that.
You got to get hyped.
Kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some sport tea. I think you just do sport tea instead of the smelling salts. You'd be good to go.
Sport tea would be a better, more healthy, proper
Seems
way.
more natural.
And what would be great is if Sport Tea was a sponsor of Biscuits and Tea podcast. Hey, grab your merch. This is 67106.9. I'm here with my co-hosts. We got new B-Team merch and Sport Tea down in the comments section or to the left in the description. Let's check in with traffic with Tyler back. Tyler?
well, no one works anymore, so the roads are all open up. Everyone's home.
It is very true. That's one of the greatest things about COVID is like if you had to go somewhere like to the grocery store or something when like things were shut down, easy. You get places in like
It's
2
never-
minutes. Everywhere in the city you can get there in 2 minutes somehow. I don't know how mathematically it works out, but no matter the distance, you get there in 2 minutes.
The math works out perfectly, actually.
I cut you off. What were you gonna say? Because I have something else I need to raise.
Why don't you raise awareness on this
I've been
thing?
stewing on this because I saw Ribery play like 3 or 4 days ago. I think he's the best player in the world right now.
He's unbelievable. Fiorentina?
I can't remember who he was playing. I was on pain meds. But this fucking guy, every time he touched the ball, he did something absolutely amazing. And he
Where
looked
is he
faster than Messi. I don't remember who he's playing for. I just know he was on the field.
Fiorentina.
Every time he got the ball, he was fucking dominating guys. And I feel like he's been doing that since I was like 7
Yes.
years old.
Yes.
So I needed to talk to you guys about this because I don't understand why
You-
Ribery's dominating.
You say he's the Vince Carter of.
But he's performed like he is performing. Like I need Paulus to go find the highlights just from the last game and like pull it up and show because I swear to God, dude, some of the things he did, I was like, wait a second. I thought he was more like a role player,
No, he's fresh.
I thought he was a Vince Carter. I thought he was someone who came on, he has the experience, makes passes, can dunk, plays some good solid defense. But fucking Ribery, like he was going at people like just like he did when he was the star for France
20 years ago.
and laser, like he played this through ball. I'm not even joking. This through balls were probably one of the nicest through balls I've ever seen
Yeah.
in this game. And I saw it live and I was like, wow, I need to start watching this guy more because he is just getting started. It seems like.
Oh, one of the goals. Yeah, I haven't seen him in just recently, but I saw him maybe a few months ago. I don't know. Paulus, just look up Fiorentina versus whoever. Just check their standings, and then you'll be able to pull up who. But I saw him take on 3 people. Like he's, all right, Tyler, do you even know who Frank Ribery is?
Who?
Okay, Jesus Christ. First off,
You said to say the name like an American would say.
Okay, Frank Ribery.
Okay, yes.
I'm Frank.
Oh, you're talking about the same
American
guy.
white guy voice.
Yeah, no, he's got Frank. I thought you were saying a new player. He's a dude. Yeah, he looks.
France.
I mean, he looks French.
Yeah,
He
Yeah,
looks. Yeah, Yeah, let's just leave that.
Yes, leave it. Let me keep the story. We're going to go off because there are other tangents that I need to make sure you guys know about from him as well. At least two.
I want to meet him one day. I didn't mean that. I want to meet Ribery
Oh.
one day and not have anything. He looks great.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's all right. So let me just stay on task here. I saw him, and I don't remember which game this was, but so he plays Frank, as you call him, plays on the left. He's right-footed, and they made up the two dominating forces of Bayern for about 10 years, Tyler. So Frank Ribery would play on the left, and Robin with his left foot would play on the right. Both of them would cut inside, and you basically couldn't defend against it because there's just too much. It's too much attacking power on the wing. There's just not enough. Plus, their midfield was good. This dude, like just a few months ago, took on three guys, cut inside, cut in, beat past the fourth guy, and then slotted it home. And it made it look like nothing. But do you know, Paulus, pull up Frank Ribery gold stake.
Ooh, I've heard about this.
Did you hear about that controversy?
Yeah,
Tyler?
he caught some bad PR, yeah?
Well, for him, I mean, for what would be in the old days bad PR, because what he did was, and as soon as Paulus throws up a picture of this steak, you're gonna. I don't understand what's going on with this, but he took a steak. He went to Salt Bay's restaurant, if I believe.
Yep,
I'm correct. And he got a steak laced in gold to eat. Completely, it's entirely gold steak. And when the internet saw it, people were like, how dare you, the babies in Africa that we ourselves don't care about, but we only care about when we see somebody with a gold steak.
Oh, it's a tomahawk too?
Yeah, play on that. Look at it. Laced in gold. So it's only €1,200. I mean, compared to...
Okay, that's not that crazy of a...
You could easily go to a restaurant and drop that much money on alcohol.
Exactly. I don't look at Salt Bay too. I don't understand.
Is this
Salt
fucking
Bay.
guy still a thing? Is he like still going around just slicing steaks? What the fuck is this guy doing? You don't know about Salt Bay?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you miss Salt Bay. Look at it. Oh my god! And then he throws the knife in. That's a great question, B. Is this guy running around cutting steaks, wearing gloves? How many people has he
I mean, it had to be cool for a little while, right? But like, Jesus Christ, how long are you gonna fucking record yourself slicing steaks?
As long as you keep getting paid for it.
Yeah, he might have been doing it for a while.
But it's so trendy. It's it's so trendy. Like, I feel like the cost of when that was very viral obviously was a lot higher than it is now. I'm like, what happened to his business as that became irrelevant and Logan Paul punching Nate Robinson became the new thing?
I don't know what that is.
You mean Mike Tyson? I mean, not Mike Tyson.
Logan Paul beat up is he a current or ex basketball player? I think he's ex. Nate Robinson is a basketball player, ex-basketball player. He was pretty good, but a smaller point guard type guy.
I know Nate. I know him. Yeah. Now that
really small. Really small. Like, looks very small on the basketball court, obviously, because he's like 5'9" or something, 5'10".
Yeah. Right.
But there's a big boxing event, and Logan Paul knocked out Nate Robinson, and now Logan Paul is going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather.
Why are we doing this? Why are we okay as a society? Like, why? What is the point of this? I don't get it. Why do we need to see, arguably, right, one of the greatest boxers, if not the great, who's undefeated, right?
Yeah. I don't know anything about boxing. I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so what does he need to... And he, like, if I understand, right, he's the dude that he didn't take a whole lot of hits. Like, he found a way to not get knocked out a whole lot, and like
he just goes for points.
He goes for points. Yeah, he just plays this not safe even. I don't know, but he wins.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be disappointed if he doesn't knock him out.
He should. Right? He should. I mean,
think about the years of experience we're talking about. Difference. I mean,
Logan Paul was just like running through a forest, like showing dead people hanging from trees like a year ago. Why is he fighting Floyd Mayweather now? Or is that his brother?
He always is boxed. It's not like something he just picked up. He's always boxed. I mean, people say he's as an amateur, like, he's pretty good. Boxers will say he's solid for.
Okay. Then that's better. I'm okay with that. That's makes more sense. Yeah, I guess it's true. I don't know. We're not the demographic for Logan Paul videos,
Yeah.
I imagine.
Or boxing.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that, but I probably won't tune in. But I'll check the highlights on Twitter because I feel like that's what this whole event is. It's something for Twitter. It just seems like that's what it's for. Post, like when these things happen.
When's it happening? Is it going to be because they're definitely going to wait till people can go back into
end of January?
Guess not.
Can people go?
Money. Stream money.
Oh, stream money. Okay, duh. Get that stream money.
See, Will, where you made the mistake is you're going back in the day and trying to do physical events.
Yeah. We don't do that anymore. Yeah. Can you imagine what's going to happen after? By the way, here's my COVID prediction. It's over come spring.
Spring.
I was going to say summer. So,
I think that the start of it will happen in spring and that we will realize that it's done by June or July because no one's going back into lockdown in September or October of next year. It's not happening.
No chance.
That's not happening.
Unless, well, you say that.
People are going to lockdown here right now.
Pops up.
Something new pops up.
Yeah. No. We have one of the worst case rising issues here in Johnson County, and people are still just fucking partying. So
what's causing this?
People are just going to Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving is the main thing. People going and congregating with people and then coming back, or people coming back from school. I think that was the main thing. But honestly, fuck COVID, because last night I saw the stuff about the referee saying something to the coach on PSG, and I just want to let you guys know that they're saying that it was a Romanian translation issue.
So I think it's a very
fuck you black piece of trash. In Romanian, you see, that means brother.
That's exactly where I was going with that. I was like, bro, anytime Tyler or any of us say anything stupid, we just say, well, he's been practicing Romanian and it's translation.
Yeah, it's just a translation issue. What were you going to say?
I think it's part of I would say he's that it's not something extremely racist to say what he said, but it's
he said this black guy. Right?
He's like this black guy. It's just more of a ignorant thing. They're just not used to having black people around, and they don't. I don't know. It's just
black guy.
One of those.
Jesus.
Yeah, the black. Yeah, it's like it's the black. I don't know. It's. I can see this happening so easily from just my time in Croatia. Just it being.
Yes, of course. Yeah, yeah, that they're not as sensitive to differences in culture to a certain extent because they're not living amongst other cultures as much as in America, where it's literally all mixed and everyone is American and everybody looks different. So I can see that happening, but I'm wondering how the translation thing happened. Who on the team? What exactly? Break it down, because did someone speak Romanian?
He said negru or something.
And that's the color for black.
Yeah, it's a color for black. And then I think one of the other people was like, "What did you just say this?" And he's like, "No, this is what this means. This means black," which is still a dumb thing to say. But
that would be interesting if that's really what it is. And he just called him black guy.
If that's the case, we got to change the word, right? Negro for Spanish. We got to change this around to make sure
worldwide.
Yeah.
Well, there's some other I was thrown in for such a loop when I kept hearing nega.
Oh, nega.
I kept hearing nega. I was like, they'd always be talking about somebody when saying it.
Exactly.
Because it means him. It's him in Croatian.
Yeah.
And I'd always hear nega, and they point. So I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking? What is going on here?
Totally. Yeah, no, it could change. Yeah, I think there could be some changes that we could make to make that easier on the rest of the world. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to they said they were going to start the game up with another thing, right? Is that
Yeah, they're gonna play it again, or they're gonna. I don't know. They played 13 minutes. I would be surprised if both teams just. Can we just start over?
yeah. That's true. But
That's
when?
bizarre.
There's plenty of time. It's just a group
I think it's
stage
supposed
match.
to be today or tomorrow.
Is it?
See, Will,
Okay.
that's how you handle those situations. You just get the whole team and you walk off the field.
You just walk off.
Your game, you didn't do it right because they kept playing when you
Everybody kept
you
playing.
got called the N-word straight up. So
I did notify this. I notified the ref. I notified the crowd. I notified both benches, and nothing. Let's just take this throw in and let's keep going, guys. It's 2000. It's the year 2000. We're just gonna play this on. Yeah.
I did see there was. It is good that Dortmund ended up winning though, because they were talking about there's gonna be a whole bunch of issues if PSG played later, because then they would know the result they need to get, which I think would be a draw if Dortmund drew.
Oh man.
So then there's going to be a whole bunch of issues of, well, like these are supposed to be played at the same time, and like they knew that they could just come out and just
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't seem fair. That's definitely an advantage. 100.
it doesn't matter because I think Dortmund locked up with their
Gotcha.
They're in.
win over Man U.
Yeah.
So they have to win.
I don't. I think PSG is just locked in at second, is what it sounds like.
Okay. What a crazy. Yeah, this has been something. I mean, back in the summer, I mean, I can't think. When did we do? We did the first B&T actually last year, but didn't air it until this year. This is not what I expected from
No.
2020.
Oh my gosh. We still got more too. We still got like a whole half of a month for all this shit to go down. I feel like these last 15 days are going to be just chaotic. I don't know why.
Can I get a Trump update? Is he?
His
everything is
lawyer
cool
has
now?
COVID.
Yeah, Giuliani got
Giuliani, dude.
Giuliani has
That
COVID.
could be the type of guy that might not recover. He seems really unhealthy, and he seems like, isn't he always spouting that it's not real? Like he seems like the guy who's like really just that.
The dude, how are you not going to catch it? The dude freaking blows his nose out into like whatever those old man rags are, and then he uses the same rag handkerchief and then rubs it all over his face. Dude, the H3 podcast broke down this dude at a press conference. They show him blowing his nose into this thing and then just using it to wipe off his arms and his face, and it's just like, bro, you're guaranteed to get COVID. What are you doing?
Spreading. Yeah, you don't know the tactic. You just don't understand the tactic. This is it's a
cover yourself in the
strengthen. Yeah, you cover yourself. You strengthen up the immune system.
It's like fucking CBD oil you rub on your skin. He uses on mucus as like a healing property or some shit. What the fuck?
That's what all the medieval guys used to. I think the Romans might have figured it out. But
gross.
The medieval guys used to rub like mud and stuff on them and not shower because they thought that the warriors, they thought there'd be like a protective thing against, I don't know, just bacteria, or just it'd like create this little shield.
I get.
So they would just be walking around covered in filth because I guess it is like a physical barrier. Of course,
there's something there. There's something there. They're on to something. I don't know if it's a full yet, but like rubbing yourself in like the earth, kind of like for this protection. Like you have skin that protects your inner organs, you know. And you had.
So if you have two skins, what if you have like two skins?
A layer to protect. Like I see where they're going. I get it. I don't know if it's the best. Like, why not? Nowadays, we just put like the bubble boy, right? You just put, but you don't get all the nutrients from the earth.
Talk about body condoms at some point. Was there something?
That was for the strippers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you put on a body condom and then you can get lap dances in COVID.
So stupid.
Multi-use. I think so. Here we go. We need to make one that's for war as well.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I just want to, speaking of war and speaking of the budget and speaking of how much money we spend, since we always talk about this, there's an article right now, came out a day ago, which is purporting that Biden could possibly be able to cancel student debt. Is this just...
Oh, I think that's true. There's a fire. Sorry, we got a fire going on here during B&T. We got a fire. Let me go ahead and get my camera over here. You guys won't...
Reporting the news.
Yeah, we got a B&T live update here in Lenexa, Kansas. It is 9:59 a.m. and we got a fire, folks. Oh, did I fuck up my recording? You see this?
Nah.
Y'all see that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is burning? That is a big
Is that a
fire.
tornado?
That's a house. Is that
that
a
what it
residential
is?
area towards there? B?
Yeah, it's a whole neighborhood. Yeah, I mean, you see all the houses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good,
Holy
guys.
crap.
Anyway,
That is
go back
not
to your-
good.
I'll keep you guys updated.
Please do keep us updated on the Kansas fire. B&T. We send our hearts out to the families. Hope everybody's safe there. Tyler, what were you going to say? You had something to
I
say?
don't think I was going to say anything.
All right. No. Did you hear what I said about the student debt?
No.
Oh, Biden's canceling
Supposedly.
that. Yeah.
Biden is could cancel
All of it?
Yeah, he's going to do. He's been listening to B&T. Listen, guys, he's been listening to B&T. They've heard. Finally, the president has heard how much they're spending on the military, and they've decided to take 0.1% of that to cancel student debt, which is probably the amount that we would need. 0.1% of our military spending. You know.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen with all the new student debt?
What do you mean by new? Oh, the ones that are coming in.
Yeah, like people that's not universities still cost.
Well, I
the
think the
same.
hope is that money taxed will then also help pay for people to make it more affordable, so they have to take out less loans. Therefore, you're helping fix the old issues while helping reduce the new issues. That's what I'm guessing. I don't think that it's like you're gonna have your fucking whole bill wiped. I don't know if you've read that, but I think that like I'm guessing that it'll
Where they're
be
just
a
taking off
percentage.
interest?
I don't know, honestly, but they got to do something for some of these people that haven't been working for 8 months, have massive student debt. It's just a shitty.
Yeah. Well, we'll sort it out. What about healthcare? Can we get that?
No,
Go ahead and just throw in.
you don't get that.
Why can't we just do it? There's got to be a way, as a president, to make an executive decision and just mic drop. Just walk in, tell everybody. No, I'm not going to do
What
it.
if you just
Huh?
What if you just disbanded the military?
He wouldn't be able to do that, though. Who's in charge of the military for real? The Secretary of State gets. He's the commander in chief, but somebody else.
Defense.
Did you guys know the Queen is the one that gets to decide if Great Britain goes to war?
Oh my god.
The Queen, not the Prime Minister. I think
Do you
that's
think they would actually tell her? Like, if it really came down to that, do you think they would just be like, "Hey, put a movie on for keep her upstairs. Let's just talk about the war shit."
Oh, God. How dare you, sir? How dare you, sir? The Queen. I don't know how old she is now, but first off, she is very sharp. But you're right. It does seem weird, right? She doesn't spend her days poring over intelligence reports and understanding the situation to know, is it best for us to attack this country in the Middle East or where? Like, is she really? Am I to believe that?
I hope I don't have to think about that stuff when I'm her age. That's all I know.
No, there's no chance. I think she is smart, but
she eats and drinks. What do you think?
Oh my God. Could we get somebody from like the British?
That's public knowledge, right? Like, she has to be like endorsed by like the fucking.
I mean, I bet you they make her own tea.
You want to see some fucking biscuits? Go watch the British Baking Show, and all they fucking do on there is just make the the Great British Baking Show. It's like this thing on Netflix. I don't know, it's awful, but I was just watching it because they were making biscuits one day, and these fucking British people and their biscuits, dude. It's I don't get it. I still don't get it. We made a whole show about making fun of the name Biscuits, and I still don't even know what the hell it's all about.
No, I still don't understand what a biscuit really is.
Is it a cracker?
Or a cookie? Or a mix? It's a hybrid. I don't know. I can't tell. I really can't. I know what a biscuit is in America.
Tyler,
in God's country.
Don't you live in the part of the country where all these fucking British people came to first, and then they started?
We kicked them out. We just sent them right back to England.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're still the same people.
No, we're more.
You kicked yourself out. You came over.
No, I guess our ancestors who were British kicked out the dumb British, and then they
that's how it
had some immigrants come in from everywhere, and now it's not really
smart
British
people eat biscuits, or the dumb British people eat biscuits.
I think they all eat
Mm.
biscuits.
Across the board.
So the dumb ones.
Do you think those people brush their teeth? The dental. I'm so interested by if you could go a breakdown of like 100 years ago, like dental coverage and like what you're doing to your teeth. You guys like we'd all be disgusted, and like go 500 years, and then 1,000, and then 1,500 years, and like just like if you could see the toothbrush or the toilet or the shower idea or the
Yeah.
I want to know what it was like to live in each of those periods.
Well, I've heard that a lot of. If you go pretty far back to where before sugar was even that popular, where people didn't even need to brush their teeth that much, or there's not a lot of cavities in the ancient Egyptians' dental records and everything.
So I thought Egyptians ate chocolate though.
Without sugar, right?
It might not have had
Yeah.
sugar. It could have just
Cacao.
been like
I don't know if it was Egypt.
Yeah.
I think Peruvian.
That
It was
shit
bigger there.
Fucking probably tasted very bitter, huh?
yeah.
But probably good though, because if you're not, I mean, from the time that we are zero, we were eating sugar, and so by the time we were ready to choose our stuff, we're like, all right,
Yeah, for sure.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, with that, if you have some dark chocolate too, and you get some fruit, which they all had, and you just like eat some fruit, eat a bit of the chocolate, it'd probably be a good
True.
little measure.
True. What do you think they ate off of though? They had plates. They had plates and metal and stuff.
They had stone plates.
You definitely ate with your hands. It'd just be easier. A lot of places around the world still eat with their hands.
It'd be interesting to
I'm sure they had
compare the
forks.
quality of life from Egyptians to current day people. That is an interesting thing because is this better right now? This whole situation we're in, like, I don't know. Maybe been pretty chill to be a Egyptian back in the day. I don't know.
If coronavirus came through or a plague came through in ancient Egyptian days, then everyone's just fucking
I
gone.
know.
You're just the civilization just wiped off the
That's
map.
true, though. They all did just pass away, like from that. It seems like either we're living in one of those pockets where it's not happening, where it doesn't happen, because it's cyclical. Like it happens.
Yeah.
Floods happen cyclically. Ice ages, depending on who you believe, and so, happen. Catastrophes, world catastrophes, they happen cyclically. So do these diseases and these pandemics. And like, are we in a nice little pocket where we don't get to experience it? Because it used to just happen.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan comes through, takes out this whole thing. I mean, the World War was not that long ago. That's something
Really
that is
wasn't, yeah.
cataclysmic and under, still under 100 years.
Yeah, I think I don't know. COVID just kind of got us back on our toes. Maybe we needed it, right?
Yeah. A little slap.
Got a little too comfortable, people.
Yeah.
Fucking figure it out.
Couldn't, though. Honestly, the Black Plague. Could you imagine the Black Plague? I think 50%. How many people died in the Black Plague?
I think it was 40.
40% of Europe or the world?
I think it's 40. I mean, no, 1/3 of Europe.
One-third
I think
of Europe.
it was 1/3 or 2/3. It might have been.
Just think about that.
It's one or I know it's a third is involved. It's
I
one or
like to
two
think that
thirds.
there was like
which is a
people
big-
just walking around being like, "Fucking Black Plague, like that shit's fucking,
Oh yeah.
fucking fake, bro." Oh, you're gonna stay away from me? Okay, fucking weirdo. I just like to believe that there's like that same demographic of people that are just like nuts.
Oh, they died though.
Oh,
They died.
30 to 50%.
How many?
30 to 50.
30 to 50 of the world.
Europe.
Of Europe. 30 to 50% of Europe. So it was mainly European. Jesus.
Between 1347. It did it. Oh my god! It did it in 4 years.
In 4 years.
What a
half
like
of
to be
Europe.
alive during that, dude. That had to just been terrible.
I think that's one of the worst. The medieval times in Europe was probably one of the worst places you could have ended up in, like all of history in general. I would much rather just be on some tribe in literally anywhere than in medieval
What would
Europe.
have been the good things
You know,
about being alive in the medieval times?
That's a great question.
I think you had a lot of beer.
Really?
You get a bunch of wives and stuff too. I don't know.
I don't think that was medieval times. Was it? I mean, if you're a king, maybe if you're a king.
I don't like the food. I mean, I hate pretty much everything medieval, like those fairs where people dress up like Thor and bring their girlfriend
I like
dressed up.
The blacksmiths were always cool.
We
The
talked
what's
about
cool?
the blacksmiths one time.
At the fairs, they would
Oh.
make the.
Oh yeah.
Those are the only cool things I liked at the fairs.
Did we talk about
over
that?
there.
Yeah, we talked about it because we brought up that South Park episode where like people are acting like they're actors at a medieval fair thing. You guys remember this?
Oh, 1864.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so I googled what was the best thing about living in medieval times, and they're claiming that these witch hunts that we all love to talk about like didn't really happen on that large scale. That it didn't really.
So the best thing is that there weren't mass witch hunts.
Well, that's only number 3. They said they had the Renaissance and invented experimental science. I'm looking for the best thing.
I don't care about that.
You could travel over long distances. Nothing, dude.
Who cares?
You didn't have to get married in a church. This is pathetic.
Didn't all of the women like wear those like push-up bra dresses? I mean, that had to have been an upside kind of
in the medieval times. Did they have? No, they weren't.
I'm pretty sure they wore rags.
Yeah. What was the clothes?
90% of everybody just wore rags.
I don't know. I thought like the Renaissance.
You're thinking of like Victorian.
It's like when people go to like the Renaissance fair, like they're always like wearing those dresses and like their boobs are just like so fucking like,
the corset
smashed.
thing.
That's
Renaissance.
That would also be that is Renaissance, I think that's Renaissance, but that's also like 0.001 of the population during that time.
Yeah, not everybody gets to go to that party.
Yeah, probably not.
Medieval times. All right, let's see what people wore in medieval times. Let's see. Castle. Could you imagine living in a castle?
You just live on some farm. You're just on some farm. Some guy comes by you and just takes half of your stuff all the time. If you don't, he's going to draw and quarter you. And then at some point, he just has you go to war for him, and you go just die on a bloody field. And that's your life in the medieval times.
I think I bet that's a myth. I bet there's periods. There are periods because we have growth over the course of. Look at that. That's, by the way, that's what they wore. And these rags, as you call them, are pretty good. Like they know how to dye their rags, as you call them. I mean, you're kind of a medievalist. It's kind of offensive what you're saying towards the medieval people. If they were here to defend themselves,
bro.
Yeah, they would look at you with your yellow shirt and just be like, "Wow, like we couldn't do that." What do you have? A phone and a camera?
Did you make that yourself? Oh wait, no, I make my own shirts. No, I make my own colors, bro. That's what they would say.
Yeah, no,
I think they would ask for a shower.
They probably could bathe. I'm telling you, they had. There's a rumor the Roman aqueducts were amazing.
You just got to start.
I bet it was amazing. I bet like in the history books, like they make it seem like it was all shit, but I guarantee you, it's just utopia all around.
Yeah. Do either of you know what Atlantis is? This is not medieval. This is on the border of conspiracy, but not. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's.
Do you know what Atlantis is?
It's past Atlanta.
Past Atlanta. Yeah, that's a good guess.
I don't know. Casino and water resort comes to mind when I hear Atlantis.
You guys don't know Atlantis?
Close.
Do you really not know what Atlantis? The whole thing?
No, it's the city that I don't know where it's supposed to be. I don't know if it was off Europe,
city of
off the US.
Yeah, basically. That's almost you. Almost. Did you just pull that out of your ass? Because that's basically almost
out of my ass. I mean, that's what comes to mind when I think about Atlantis.
Okay.
You never saw Atlantis?
Is there a movie?
No.
Yeah, it's a Disney movie.
Oh, I don't know if it's about. So there is a historical Atlantis, but we don't know whether or not the dude, and it was Plato. Plato wrote about this civilization called Atlantis in the middle, like not far, I think, from, in that little Pacific, not far from Croatia, basically, in Greece, all the time. That was so well advanced. They had their shit just straight down. They were better than everybody, and they were destroyed by some sort of cataclysm, either an asteroid or a flood, and it was also because of something they did. They got a little too arrogant, maybe created like some super laser, like we could blow ourselves up with nukes, and they did it. And the problem is that we can't find any. People have searched forever for this, and it's become this huge myth thing, but there definitely is a reference to them by Plato, and he gives very like exact dates. And we used to also think that Troy, you guys know Troy, right? The Brad Pitt movie, remember that?
Yeah.
Troy, the
Vaguely.
Helen of Troy. Yeah. All right. So we thought that was fake, also, and then we found the
No,
city.
it was just under something, right? Wasn't it just under another
Yeah,
city?
yeah. It was there. We were just like, yeah, it's bullshit. Like that story sounds ridiculous. With the whole Trojan horse thing, you guys know they took the Trojan horse and they put it in. You don't know what the Trojan horse comes from? That's where it comes from.
Okay.
So the Trojan horse thing is that they were outside a city. They couldn't siege the walls, and so what they did is they sent them a gift, and it was a big giant Trojan horse, and they wheeled it into the city. But what they had done is they'd stuck like 75 to 100 or however many of their warriors inside the Trojan horse. And then those guys just sat there all day and waited until nighttime. And then once it was nighttime, they came out, started killing people, opened the front gates to the door and let everybody else in to do it. So that's why Trojan horse that's what it means to have like a Trojan horse attack.
Okay.
Give them the paper, but it's really got anthrax inside, and like
you give them the old switcheroo is I think what they call that.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know. I honestly.
What the fuck? I don't even know what we're even talking about.
And the pain meds have kicked in, everyone, and he's gone.
Have you not seen Troy?
No, I haven't. No, I have not.
God, I must have seen that movie like 50
Good movie.
times. That movie is so good.
It's just it's beautiful how we just run the best podcast ever, and we just cover all these different topics, and it's just good. It's just good to be back, and I hope that everyone listening in to this is just feeling revitalized and refreshed. You're a better person.
Yeah. Do you got anything you want to throw out there? GK Goluremi vlog coming up really soon.
Yeah.
Tyler Back has raised a hand. Oh, by the way, for people,
what does that look like? Someone else raise your hand.
I don't know how to raise
it. It just pops up. Raise hand.
Yeah.
Oh, you got.
I can lower my hand also. We're messing with Google Hangouts. B Team, get your B Team merch.
Get your B Team merch. It's there. It's ready to go. Go to Sport Tea. Get yourself some freaking tea. Go to GK Goluremi. Follow it. Go to Goluremi. Watch our training videos. Check out all the latest stuff we have. 21-day training. You got to check it out. Go to Goluremi.com. 10% off your first order if you subscribe to the email database. That is what we got on the docket, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you.
He's running for. Are you running for state?
That's our plug.
Also, free shipping on all Gully Gloves. Goluremi.com. For
what about we got the shin guards? The shin guards from
Shin Guards.
Gear Pro. Free shipping.
Gear X Pro.
Yeah.
Gear X 10% off. I think
so.
I think it's 10% off. There may be free shipping. Yeah. Gear Guards. Yeah.
Get your BNC merch at Bonfire. Head on over to Bonfire. Get yourself a marshmallow roasted and a nice cup of joe. And get yourself Biscuits Tea merch at bonfire.com.
Bonfire / Biscuits and Tea. Bonfire. Get it. We'll see you guys later.